We'll solve a rational equation. The equation we'll solve is 7x over x plus 3 plus 21 over x minus 3 equals 126 over x squared minus 9. I want to multiply on both sides of the equation by the least common multiple of the denominators. In order to find that, I need to look at the denominators in factored form. Since x squared minus 9 can be factored, I will copy the equation and factor x squared minus 9 as my first step. And I have 126 over x squared minus 9 is a difference of squares that factors into x plus 3 times x minus 3. Now looking at the denominators, I have x plus 3, x minus 3, and x plus 3 times x minus 3. So the least common multiple of the denominators is x plus 3 times x minus 3. I multiply on both sides of the equation by that least common multiple. I multiply the left side of the equation by that. Make sure I multiply the entire side of the equation. I'll close that in parentheses. And then I multiply the right side of the equation by that. X plus 3 times x minus 3 times 126 over x plus 3 times x minus 3. Now when I perform the multiplications, I should have cleared the denominators. There should be no fractions, cleared the fractions. I multiply x plus 3 times x minus 3 times 7x over x plus 3. The x plus 3 in the numerator and the x plus 3 in the denominator will cancel, and I'll be left with 7x times x minus 3. Now, using the distributive property, I multiply x plus 3 times x minus 3 times 21 over x minus 3. Here, the x minus 3 in the numerator and the x minus 3 in the denominator will cancel, and I'll be left with 21 times x plus 3. On the other side of the equation, if I multiply x plus 3 times x minus 3 times 126 over x plus 3 times x minus 3, the factors x plus 3 cancel, and x minus 3 in the numerator and denominator cancel, and I'm left with 126. And I have cleared the fractions. So now we'll continue to solve the equation. We will multiply to eliminate the parentheses. This gives us 7x squared minus 21x plus 21x plus 63 equals 126. We can combine like terms. Negative 21x plus 21x is 0. So we have 7x squared plus 63 equals 126. And since we have a quadratic equation, we'll get a 0 on one side of the equation by subtracting 126 from both sides. We have 7x squared minus 63 equals 0. We factor out a 7. We have 7 times x squared minus 9 equals 0. And then we factor x squared minus 9. This gives us 7 times x plus 3 times x minus 3 equals 0. Now, in order for this product to be 0, either x plus 3 has to be equal to 0, or x minus 3 must be equal to 0. Solving, I have x equals negative 3 or x equals 3. Now, whenever we clear fractions by multiplying by a least common multiple, we really always have to check the answers in the original equation. The most important thing to check for is to see if these values, negative 3 or 3, make a denominator 0. Because we can do all of our algebra correctly and end up with possible solutions that are not solutions because the denominator is 0 when they are substituted. Looking at the original equation, we have a denominator of x plus 3. Well, if we substitute negative 3 in for that, this denominator will be 0. Here we have a denominator of x minus 3. If we substitute positive 3 in there, this denominator will be 0. So it turns out that neither 3 nor negative 3 is a solution of the equation. In fact, there is no solution to this equation.